Hello students, today we are going to start Surds. So Surds is when we can't remove a number to, let me write definition here. When we can't simplify a number to remove square, square root or cube root is known as a surd. For example, if I give examples of surds, so example of surd is square root 2, square root of 3, square root of 5, or 2 square root of 7. So these are all surds. अब ये ऐसे numbers हैं इनको आप simplify नहीं कर सकते to remove surd, to remove this square root. So these numbers are known as surds. So there are some rules, some laws of surds. The very first rule is if you have a times b, two numbers inside the square root, you can split this square root into a times square root of b. Similarly, there is a rule number 2, which says if you have a number a over b and with a square root, you can split this square root on a and b. Okay. And the third property is if you have two same square roots, like square root of a times square root of a, you know it very well that you can write square root of a and then square on it, which can be cancelled out and it will gives you a. So rule number 3 is not a new rule. It is actually the special case of rule number 1 when both numbers are same. So these are the three rules. Rule number A says a cross b can be written as square root of a times square root of b. Then similarly, square root of a over b can be written as square root of a divided by square root of b. In simple words, you can split this square root in case of multiply and divide. So you can split this square root. But can we split this square root in plus and minus? The answer is no. Let me tell you. Is this true? A plus b can be written as square root of a plus square root of b. And the answer for this is no. Similarly, a minus b is equal to square root of a minus square root of b. It is not possible. Not possible, okay? So it is not true, I would say. Not true. Similarly, not true. So you can only split square root in case of multiply and divide. Split means just separate this square root on a and b both. But in case of plus and minus, you cannot split square root on a and b one by one or separately. Okay. So this was the definition of surds. Let's take some basic numbers and see how to calculate their surds, how to calculate their square roots actually without calculator. So the example number 1, let's say if I calculate square root of 8. So how to calculate square root of 8 without calculator? So how to calculate square root without calculator? Let's say if we have a square root 8, we can write it in this form, 4 times 2, and then it can be further written as square root of a times square root of b. Using rule number 1, if you have two numbers inside the square root, you can split your square root on a and b. So what is square root of 4? We know that square root of 4 is just 2. So it will gives you 2 square root of 2. That is your answer. And then let's say if I calculate square root of 12, so now there are two options. One of them is 6 cross 2 and the other one is 4 cross 3. This is not preferable. Why? Just because it has no square numbers. तो जब भी सर्ड्स को आपने डील करना होता है, try to prefer which numbers which are square numbers, completing square numbers. So 6 and 2 are not completing square numbers, but 4 and 3, one of them is a square numbers, which is 4. So you will proceed this into square root of 4 times square root of 3, and we know that square root of 4 is 2. The answer is square root of 12 is going to be 2 square root of 3. Okay, next. Let's say if you have square root 20. So how to do it without calculator? Square root of 20 can be written as 10 cross 2. That is not acceptable because none of them is a square numbers. 2 and 10, none of them is a square numbers. So it's better to write it in this form, 4 cross 5. 4 5s are 20. So 4 cross 5 can be written as square root of 4 times square root of 5, which can be written as 2 times 5. If I don't write any sign between a number and a square root, it means there is a multiply sign, okay? So if I'm not writing anything, it means 2 multiplied with 2. 2 multiplied with square root 5. So that's it. Let's see how to deal with square root 32. How to deal with square root 32. So square root 32 can be written as, let's say, 8 fours are, okay? Then it can be further written as 8 times 4, which can be written as 8 times 2, and you will write 2 before the square root. So is this the answer? The answer is no. It is not the answer because 8 can be further solved. We can further solve this square root 8. So how we can solve this square root 8 further? It is so simple. Let's further break it into 4 times 2. Then 2 times 4 root times 2 root. It can be written as square root of 4 is just 2. And the final answer for square root 32 is 2 2s are 4, square root 2. So that's the answer, the final answer. If you even put this in calculator, although calculator is not allowed, but if you put this in calculator, you will see 4 square root 2 is your answer for the square root 32. अब आपने क्या करना है? There is one more option. There is one more option. One more way. अगर कोई स्टूडेंट यू करता है और if someone break 32 into this form 16 times 2, तो वो स्टूडेंट ज्यादा स्मार्ट होगा, ठीक है? So can you see the answer is same but the steps are less, okay? But the steps are less. So it doesn't matter आप जो भी रूल जो भी मेथड आप अप्लाई करो, but the final answer for everyone will be same. If you look at the final answer is same. Please never leave your surds in this form. अगर वो further solve हो रहा है, like square root 8 जो था, that was not the answer. Square root 8 को आप further solve करेंगे 4 times 2 करके, so that will be 4 square root 2 as your final answer. Next, अब देखिए numbers 32 था. Let's say if I calculate square root 48. So let's see what will happen. एक नंबर हम लेते हैं square root 48. So how to deal with this square root 48? Sometimes students को table नहीं आते होते, but it can be written as 16 times 3. But let's say if you don't know how to break down this using tables, so let's make a LCM. 48, 2 twos are, 2 fours are, 2 ones are, 2 twos are, 2 six are, and then 2 threes are, and the final one is 3 ones are. Both स्टूडेंट्स ये अप्रोच यूज करेंगे. अब हाउ टू यूज दिस हेयर. करना आपने ये है कि आपने पेयर्स बना लेने हैं. लेट्स मेक पेयर्स ऑफ टू नंबर्स. ओके, ऑलवेज पेयर्स ऑफ टू नंबर्स. So you know that 2 times 2 is 4. So let's break down this 48 into 4 times. What is 2 times 2? Which is again 4 times. And 3 is just a single number. So write 3 as it is. Now we know that we can split this square root on all the numbers. If there is a multiply sign, you can split this square root on everything. Okay. So what is square root of 4? Square root of 4 is 2. What is square root of 4? It is again 2, and square root of 3 as it is. So your final answer is 4 square root 3 for square root 48. अगर आप इसे कैलकुलेटर में डालोगे, so let's see what will happen. Square root 48 is just 4 square root 3 without calculator. Okay. अच्छा, let's say एक स्टूडेंट यू करता है 48. अगर वो डायरेक्ट कर लेता है, if you write it directly, it can be written as 16 times 3 if you know the tables. So it's okay. You can proceed it. It can be written as 16 times square root 3, which can be written as 4 square root 3. That's it. तो मेथड आप जो मर्जी अप्लाई करें, the answer will be same. The answer will be same. Okay. Next, let's say if you have some number square root 80. So how to deal with square root 80 this time? Let's make LCM. So 80. Let's begin with 2. 2 fours are 0. 2 twos are, and then 20. 2 tens are, 2 fives are, and 5 ones are. Then what you will do, you just make pairs. Let's make pair of 2 and 2, and then again 2 and 2. So the first pair will gives you 4. This is also 4. This is alone 5. So you know you can do what you can do. You can simply split this 80 into 4 times 4 times square root 5. That's it. So square root 4 into square root 4 into square root 5. So square root 4 is just 2 times square root 4 is just 2 times square root 5, which we simply write 2 times 2 is 4 and then 5. If I'm not writing anything, it means there is a multiply sign. There is a multiply sign between 4 and 5, 4 and square root 5. So that's it. Next, let's say if we calculate square root 50. So how to calculate square root 50? Again, you can write 50 to 25. Even we can do it in mental maths, like 25 times 2 will be 50. तो आप वैसे भी कर सकते हो. So 5 times 5 and then 5 times 1. So if you look at this pair, so this pair is giving you 25. So let's break down this 50 into 2 times 25, square root 2 times square root 25, which will actually give you square root 2 times 5 and you will write 5 and then square root. ठीक है, जो नंबर है वो आप स्क्वायर रूट से पहले लिखते हो. ओके, अगर स्क्वायर रूट 2 टाइम्स 5 है तो इट्स बेटर टू राइट 5 बिफोर स्क्वायर रूट 2. ओके, नेक्स्ट, if you look at 75, so how to proceed 75? Even using mental maths, you can split this 75 into 25 times 3, okay? Or you can break down this 75 into 5, 25, no. 5 ones are and 5 threes are, sorry, 5 fives are. Then 5 threes are, then 3 ones are. So this 5 will gives you 25. दैट्स इट. अगर आप मेंटल मैथ नहीं यूज़ कर सकते तो प्लीज़, इट्स नॉट अ बिग डील, जस्ट आप एलसीएम ले लें, उसकी प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन कर लें तो आप वैसे भी कर सकते हो इसकी. ठीक है, सो 25 कैन बी रिटन एज स्क्वायर रूट 25 टाइम्स स्क्वायर रूट 3. Square root 25 is just 5 and then square root 3, which we often write 5 square root 3. Next, 108. So how to proceed square root 108? Again, let's make prime factorization. 108, 2 5s are and 2 4s are, 2 2s are, 2 7s are, I think so 9 3s are, and the last one is 3 1s are. Okay, so this is 2 2s are 4. आपने स्क्वायर नंबर्स बनाने होते हैं. ठीक है, तो 108 कैन बी रिटन एज 4 times 9 times 3. So we can write 108 as 4 times 9 times 3. So it can be written as square root 4 times square root 9 times square root 3. So which will gives you 2 times 3 times square root 3. So the answer is 6 square root 3. Let me confirm the answer. 108, and you will see that it is 6 square root 3. सो दैट्स इट. ये थी आपकी बेसिक्स कि कोई भी नंबर आपको दिया हो तो आपने उसका स्क्वायर रूट कैसे फाइंड करना है, जस्ट यूजिंग दिस प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन. ओके, नाउ हाउ टू डील विद पावर्स ऑफ सर्ड्स. हाउ टू डील विद द पावर्स ऑफ सर्ड्स. सो पावर्स ऑफ, when I say power, it means, let's start with, if I write square root 2 and then power 1, so you know that it is just square root 2. Okay, if I write square root 2 with power 2, so you know that it can be cancelled out and it will be written as just 2. What if I write square root and then whole power 3? So how to deal with square root 2 whole power 3? Let me do it using calculator. देखते हैं कैलकुलेटर क्या कहता है. But you know, calculator is not allowed. So the answer is 2 root 2. How to find square root 2 cube without a calculator? So it is so simple. जो भी आपको पावर दी होती है ना, लेट्स से इफ इट इज 3, सो आपने इवन अलग कर लेनी है. लेट्स ब्रिंग इवन पावर. ओके, सो 3 कैन बी split into square root 2 whole square times square root 2 whole power 1. You know, you know this property. We know this property already. If bases are same, let's say x raised to power m times x raised to power n. So it can be written as x raised to power m plus n. So in case if you have square root 2 whole power 3. So you can break down this power square root 2 whole power 1 times square root 2 whole power 2. So the bases are same. So what you can do, you can add these powers. So 2 plus 1 is going to be square root 3. ठीक है? तो कोई भी पावर दी हो आपने, अगर ऑड है तो what you will do, you simply uh, break down this power into even and then 1. अब ये फर्दर कैसे सॉल्व होगा? You know that it will be cancelled out. So 2 times square root 2, that is your answer. Let's say if the power is square root 2 whole power 4. इस पावर को आप कैसे डील करेंगे? So we can write square root 2 square and then a whole square. अगर पावर 4 है तो आप लिख सकते हो 2 and then another 2, square of square. So it will be cancelled out. So the answer is 2 whole square. The answer is 4. So square root 2 with power 4 is just 4. Let's say if you write square root 2 with power 5. Square root 2 with power 5. अब odd power है तो what you will do? You bring this power into 4 into 1. आपने क्या करनी है? even पावर आपने लग कर लेनी है. ठीक है? If the power is 5 तो इसमें even पावर क्या है? सबसे बड़ी पावर 4. So अब आप क्या करेंगे? 4 को you can further write 2 and then 2 and then square root 2 as it is. This 2 will be cancelled out. So you are left with 2 under root 2 square on 2. So the answer is 4 square root 2. ठीक है? Let me do it again. आपके पास पावर 5 थी, आपने इसको ब्रेक कर दिया 4 और 1 में, just using the indices rules. Just using the indices rules. ठीक है? So further can be further written as using these steps. Okay? तो 4 को आप कैसे लिख सकते हो? 2 and then 2. 2 2s are 4. Okay? This 2 will be cancelled out with the square root. So you will left with 2 raised to power 2, which will gives you 4 times square root 2. The answer is 4 square root 2. Okay? So square root 2 power 5 is what? 4 square root 2 without using calculator. Let's see if the power is 6 this time. As I said, जब even power होती है तो it's not a big deal. कैसे? आप simply क्या करते हो? Power 2 अलग, power 3 अलग. ठीक है? 2 raised to power 3. So 2 can be cancelled out. So the answer is 2 raised to power 3. The answer is just 8. So square root 2 power 6 is just 8 without using calculator. So square root 2, let's say power is 7. अब आप क्या करेंगे? जब पावर ऑड होती है तो आप क्या करते हो? इवन अलग कर लेते हो. तो ग्रेटेस्ट इवन पावर क्या है? व्हाट इज ग्रेटेस्ट इवन पावर इनसाइड 7? तो you will write square root 2 whole power 6 into square root 2 whole power 1. Okay? Then it can be written as square root 2 whole power 2 whole power 6, 3 times square root 2 whole power 1. Just do a little bit of mental maths. तो क्या होगा? It can be cancelled out and then 2 raised to power 3 is just 8. So 8 root 2 is your final answer. So let's say if I write the final one, square root 2 power 8. तो in case of even power ये बहुत easy है. Just break down 2 and then power 4. So it can be cancelled out. So 2 to the power 4 is just 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. That is 16. Okay? तो ये था कि अगर आपके पास स्क्वायर रूट 2 की पावर 1 हो, स्क्वायर रूट 2 की पावर 1 is just square root 2. Square root 2 whole power 2 is 2. Square root 2 whole power 3 is what? 2 root 2. Square root 2 whole power 4 is 4. Square root 2 whole power 5 is 4 root 2. Square root 2 whole power 6 is 8. Square root 2 whole power 7 is 8 root 2. Square root 8 with power 8, square root 2 with power 8 is just 16. ठीक है, एक एग्जांपल हम और ले लेते हैं क्योंकि हमने एक क्लास के अंदर सारा सर्ड्स पढ़ना है. ठीक है, let's see what will happen if I take square root 3 this time with power 1. So you know it is just square root 3. So square root 3 with power 2 is just 3. Square root 3 with power 4, no, 3 can be written as square root 3 whole power 2 dot square root 3 whole power 1. We can break down this power into 2 into 1, which can be cancelled out, and the answer is 3 square root 3. So 3 square root 3 whole power 4 can be written as square root 3 whole power 2 whole power 2. It can be cancelled out, so 3 whole power 2. The answer is 9. ठीक है, the answer is 9. Then square root 3 whole power 5. तो जब ऑड पावर आती है तो आपने ग्रेटेस्ट इवन पावर अलग कर लेनी है, सेपरेट कर लेनी है. तो आप क्या करोगे, स्क्वायर रूट 3 होल पावर 4 टाइम्स स्क्वायर रूट 3. सो स्क्वायर रूट 3 पावर 4. इस पे आप क्या करोगे, ये वाले स्टेप्स लगाओगे. ठीक है, ये वाले सारे स्टेप्स आपने यहाँ पे करने हैं. ठीक है, सो स्क्वायर रूट 2 होल 2 एंड देन अनदर स्क्वायर डॉट स्क्वायर रूट 3. इट कैन बी कैंसल आउट. सो 3 होल पावर 2 times square root 3. So the answer is 9 square root 3 without calculator. And then square root 3 power 6. तो आप कैसे करेंगे, square root 3 power 2 whole power 3. It can be cancelled out. So 3 raised to power 3 is 27. 3 times 3 times 3. Then we have square root 3 power, let's say 7. So it can be break down into 6 into 1. ठीक है, जब पावर 7 है तो आप उसको ब्रेक कर सकते हो. इवन पावर अलग, ग्रेटेस्ट इवन पावर दैट इज 6, और 1 पावर अलग यूजिंग इंडिसेस. देन आप क्या करोगे, पावर 2 होल पावर 3 टाइम्स स्क्वायर रूट 3. इट कैन बी कैंसल आउट. So 3 raised to power 3 times square root 3, which will be 27 square root 3. Last one, let's say if you have power 8. So square root 3 power 8 can be written as square root 3 whole power 2 whole power 4. It can be cancelled out. So 3 raised to power 4 is 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. That is 81. That's it. तो हमने ये भी देख लिया कि कोई भी सर्ड हो, स्क्वायर रूट 2 स्क्वायर रूट 3 स्क्वायर रूट 5 स्क्वायर रूट 7, उसकी पावर 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, और यू कैन डू विद 9 10. तो कोई भी अगर इवन पावर हो तो इट इज सो सिंपल. बट इन केस ऑफ ऑड पावर आप क्या करते हो, आप ग्रेटेस्ट इवन पावर अलग कर लेते हो. दैट्स इट. ठीक है, सो लेट्स सी हाउ टू टेक होल पावर इफ यू हैव अनदर नंबर विद सर्ड्स. ठीक है, कोई एक और नंबर आ जाता है सर्ड्स के साथ. ठीक है ना, टू. So let's say if you have 2 square root 3 and a square whole square. तो how to deal with this? ठीक है, आपने करना क्या है, you know the indices rule. indices का हमने एक रूल पढ़ा था that if you have a b whole raised to power n, you can split this power on a and b. So let's say if you have 2x raised to power 2, तो आप इसे कैसे करते थे, 2 square times x square, which is just 4x square. That was the indices rule. ठीक है, अब देखें यहां पे भी यही करना है आपने. यहां पे है 2 टाइम्स स्क्वायर रूट 3 एंड देन अ होल स्क्वायर। तो आप क्या करोगे, स्क्वायर आप 2 पे अलग कर दोगे, स्क्वायर रूट 3 पे अलग कर दोगे। ठीक है, तो हम देखते हैं क्या होता है। इट कैन बी रिटन एज 2 square and then square root 3 whole square. When I write dot, it means multiply. It's a multiply sign, okay? So, so what is square, 2 whole square? It is 4 times square root 3 whole square. It can be cancelled out. So it is just 3. So 4 times 3 is 12. So can we say that 2 root 3 whole square is 12? ओके आपने डायरेक्टली इसको लिखना है, 2 स्क्वायर रूट 3 होल स्क्वायर इज जस्ट 12। सिमिलरली इफ आई राइट 3 स्क्वायर रूट 2 एंड देन अ होल स्क्वायर, तो आप क्या करोगे, 3 स्क्वायर टाइम्स स्क्वायर रूट 2 होल स्क्वायर, it can be written as 9 times 2, so which is 18. Similarly, if I write 2 square root 5 whole square, so it can be written as 2 square root 5 square. So it can be cancelled out. So the answer is 4 root 5, sorry, 4 times 5, which is just 5, 20. Okay. If I write 3 square root 5 whole square, तो कैसे करेंगे, 3 square root 5 whole square. So 3 square is 9. It can be cancelled out. So the answer is 45. तो आपने ये चीज डायरेक्टली याद रखनी है। ठीक है, हम क्वेश्चंस में इसको डायरेक्टली याद यूज करेंगे। सो 2 टाइम्स स्क्वायर रूट 3 होल स्क्वायर मींस यू विल राइट दिस स्क्वायर ऑन 2, तो आंसर क्या आएगा 4, एंड दिस स्क्वायर विल बी कैंसल आउट विद स्क्वायर रूट 3, तो आंसर आएगा 3। ठीक है, तो 4 टाइम्स 3 इज 12। आपने इसको डायरेक्टली करना है। लेट्स से इफ आई राइट square root 5 times square root 5. If you know the property of surds, there was a property number 3. There are only 3 rules of surds. एक रूल हमने पढ़ा था कि square root a times square root a. If the numbers are same, if the numbers are same, so you can write it in one square root and then put a whole square. So it can be cancelled out. So the answer is just a. So using this property, can I say that it is square root 5 whole square? It can be cancelled out. So the answer is just 5. ठीक है, further, let's say if I write square root 3 times square root 12. अगर दो नंबर्स स्क्वायर रूट के अंदर मल्टीप्लाई हो रहे हों, तो यू कैन मेक वन स्क्वायर रूट एंड देन 3 टाइम्स 12, that is square root 36, that is 6. So square root 3 times square root 12 is what? Is just 6. ठीक है, similarly if I write square root 8 times square root 2, it can be written as square root 8 times 2. ठीक है, using property number 1. Let me remind you the first rule. फर्स्ट रूल क्या था इंडिसेस का? फर्स्ट रूल था स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 8 टाइम्स b, इट कैन बी रिटन एज स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 8 टाइम्स स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ b। तो अगर यहाँ पे लिखा हो स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 8 टाइम्स स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 2, कैन आई राइट वन स्क्वायर रूट एंड देन आई कैन राइट 8 टाइम्स 2? द आंसर इज यस। ओके, तो अगर दो स्क्वायर रूट्स मल्टीप्लाई हो रहे हैं, तो आप उनको एक स्क्वायर रूट के अंदर लिख के नंबर्स मल्टीप्लाई कर देते हो। So 8 times 2 is just 16, and 16 square root is 4. Similarly, if I write 18 square root 18 times square root 2, it can be written as 1 square root and then 18 times 2, that is square root 36, that is just 6. ठीक है, तो आपको सर्ड्स की पावर के साथ डील करना आना चाहिए. ठीक है, ये देखिए हमने सर्ड्स की पावर के साथ डील किया है ना. इफ आई राइट एनी पावर, सो नाउ यू आर वेरी फेमिलियर विद दिस कि आप सर्ड्स की पावर को कैसे डील करते हो. नेक्स्ट, this one was power of surds. The next one is addition and subtraction. So before this, I think एक और आप concept सीख लें, that how to simplify, let's say 2 root 3 times 4 root 3 है, तो इसकी simplified form क्या होगी? दो सर्ड्स मल्टीप्लाई हो रहे हैं ना, तो आप क्या करोगे? ये बेसिकली लिखा क्या हुआ है? 2 square root 3, बेसिकली दिस इज 2 times square root 3 times 4 times square root 3. तो आप क्या करोगे? 2 times square root 4 times square root 3 times square root 3. So you know that 2 times 4 is just 8 times square root 3 square root 3. Can I say that it is square root 9? Hmm? We can write 1 square root and then 3 times 3. तो आंसर क्या आएगा? 8 times 9. So the answer is 8 times 3. So the answer is 24. तो ये दो सर्ड्स मल्टीप्लाई होके ये दे रहे हैं. ठीक है, एक और कर लेते हैं. 3 square root 5 into 2 square root 5. अब हम इसको डायरेक्टली करेंगे. डायरेक्टली कैसे करेंगे? आप नंबर को नंबर से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. 3 2s are 6. ठीक है, देर इज अ मल्टीप्लाई साइन. गाइस, देर इज अ मल्टीप्लाई साइन. ओके, देर इज अ मल्टीप्लाई साइन. So 3 times 2 is 6. And who will agree with me that if there are two same square roots, तो आप क्या करोगे? Square root 5 times square root 5 can be written as square root 5 whole square. So it can be cancelled out. So 6 times 5 is just 30. तो इस नंबर को ये दो सर्ड्स मल्टीप्लाई होके आंसर क्या दे रहे हैं? 30 दे रहे हैं. ओके, दे आर गिविंग यू 30. Next, if I write, let's say 4 square root 8 into 2 square root 2, तो आंसर क्या होगा? 4 times 2, which is 8. So 4 times 2 is 8. And then, there are two square roots. So it can be written as 8 times square root 8 times 2. एक स्क्वायर रूट के अंदर आपने दोनों नंबर्स को मल्टीप्लाई कर देना है. So what is 8 times 2? Is it 8 times root 16, which is 8 times 4, which is 32. So if you multiply these two surds, you will get 32. You will get 32. So one last thing, अगर आपने दो surds को multiply कर रहे थे, let's take one more example. Let's take one more example. So 7 times square root 3 into 2 times square root, let's say 5. So what will be that? Let's say 2. So what will be the answer? 7 times 2, which is 14, and then square root 3 times square root 2, that's the answer. We cannot solve it further because 3 times 2 is nothing. It is just square root 6. So 14 times square root 6. We cannot solve further. हम स्क्वायर रूट 6 को फर्दर सॉल्व नहीं कर सकते, तो ये दो सर्ड्स मल्टीप्लाई होके दिस इज योर आंसर which is not further solvable. That's it. So now let's see how to multiply two surds. ठीक है, in brackets. So addition, subtraction. पहले हम एडिशन सब्ट्रैक्शन करते हैं। सबसे पहला टॉपिक क्या था? पावर्स। नाउ वी आर डूइंग एडिशन एंड सब्ट्रैक्शन ऑफ सर्ड्स। एक नोट आप लिख लें। नोट क्या है? नोट same surds either add or subtract। जो सेम सर्ड्स होती हैं वो या तो ऐड होती हैं या सब्ट्रैक्ट होती हैं। व्हाट डज दैट मीन? हम एग्जांपल देखते हैं। लेट्स स्टार्ट फ्रॉम एग्जांपल। गाइस, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल टेल मी, इफ आई राइट 2x plus 3x, who will tell me the answer? Can we say that it is 5x? If I write 2x square plus 3x square, can I say that it is 5x square? If I write 2h plus 3h, can I say that it is 5h? So, इसी कॉन्सेप्ट को आप जनरलाइज करें सर्ड्स के अंदर। अगर मैं लिखता हूं लेट्स से 2 instead of x, if I write square root 5 plus 3 square root 5, ये मैंने क्या लिखा है? व्हाट इज नोट? ये नोट में क्या लिखा हुआ है? सेम सर्ड्स। देखें, ये भी स्क्वायर रूट 5 है, दिस इज आल्सो स्क्वायर रूट 5, और दरमियान में प्लस हो या माइनस। ठीक है, तो जो सेम सर्ड्स होती हैं ना, आप उनको ऐड कर सकते हो या सब्ट्रैक्ट कर सकते हो डिपेंडिंग अपॉन दिस साइन, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द साइन इन बिटवीन। तो अब बताएं, व्हाट इज 2 रूट 5 प्लस 3 रूट 5? सो 2 प्लस 3 इज 5 एंड स्क्वायर रूट 5 एज इट इज। अगर ये आपको चीज पिक नहीं होती तो देयर इज वन मोर वे, जस्ट टेक स्क्वायर रूट 5 कॉमन, सो इनसाइड विल बी, इनसाइड क्या बचेगा? इनसाइड विल बी 2 plus 3 which is 5. That is your answer. तो आपने हमेशा विदाउट स्क्वायर नंबर को स्क्वायर रूट से पहले लिखना होता है। आंसर क्या था? स्क्वायर रूट 5 टाइम्स 5। तो आप पहले स्क्वायर रूट 5 वाला नंबर जो है वो बाद में लिखोगे, विदाउट स्क्वायर रूट वाला पहले लिखोगे। ठीक है, एक और में लिखता हूं। लेट्स से इफ आई राइट 3 square root 2 plus 7 square root 2, यू कैन सी द सर्ड्स आर सेम। देखिए, स्क्वायर रूट 2 है पहला और दूसरा भी स्क्वायर रूट 2 है, तो आंसर तो आना है 7 प्लस 3 विच इज 10। इसका करना क्या है? आपने कॉमन लेकर करना है। ठीक है, टेक स्क्वायर रूट 2 कॉमन, सो इन साइड इज 3 प्लस 7 विच इज स्क्वायर रूट 2 इंटू 10, सो द आंसर इज 10 स्क्वायर रूट 2। अगर आप ये स्टेप्स नहीं करते, इट्स ओके, इफ यू आर गुड टू गो कि आपने इसको डायरेक्टली ऐड करना है, सो 3 प्लस 7 इज जस्ट 10, सो द सेम सर्ड्स ऐड और सब्ट्रैक्ट। ठीक है, मैंने नोट में लिखवा दी है कि जो सेम सर्ड्स होते हैं वो ऐड या सब्ट्रैक्ट हो सकते हैं। ठीक है, सेम सर्ड्स आपके ऐड या सब्ट्रैक्ट हो सकते हैं। नाउ एग्जांपल 3, 3 रूट 3 प्लस 4 रूट 3, so surds are same. What you can do, you can simply add them. 4 plus 3 is 7। ठीक है, अगर आप ये नहीं करना चाहते तो डोंट डू दैट, जस्ट टेक कॉमन, जस्ट टेक स्क्वायर रूट 3 कॉमन। तो इनसाइड क्या आएगा? इफ यू टेक स्क्वायर रूट 3 कॉमन, इनसाइड इज 3 प्लस 4 विच इज 7 रूट 3। ओके, 3 plus 4 is 7, 7 को आप स्क्वायर रूट के बाद लिखें या पहले लिखें, मेक्स नो डिफरेंस, बोथ आर सेम थिंग्स. If I write 7 root 2 minus 3 root 2, so see the surds are same. जब surds same है तो आप क्या करेंगे, कॉमन ले लें, स्क्वायर रूट 2 कॉमन ले लें. So 7 minus 3, which is 4, but you will always write number before the square root. जो नंबर होता है वो आपने स्क्वायर रूट से पहले लिखना है, बाद में नहीं लिखना. ठीक है, तो आंसर आया था स्क्वायर रूट 2 टाइम्स 4. तो अब जो 4 है वो स्क्वायर रूट के बगैर था, सो यू विल राइट इट बिफोर द स्क्वायर रूट. ओके, दैट्स इट. One last thing, 3 square root 5 minus, let's say, 8 square root 5. So the surds are same. Take square root 5 common. Inside will be 3 minus 8, which is minus 5. But you will always write number before the square root. That's it. This is your final answer. ठीक है, तो जो सेम surds होते हैं, you can add them or subtract them just using this trick. ये जो ट्रिक लिखी हुई है मैंने कि 2x plus 3x is 5x, 2x square plus 3x square is 5x square, 2h plus 3h is 5h. So if I write anything here, तो आप क्या करोगे, नंबर्स को आपने ऐड कर देना, 2 plus 3 will become 5, और जो कॉमन होगा वो यहाँ पे आएगा. ठीक है, जो भी कॉमन टर्म होगी वो आपने आगे लिखनी है. ठीक है, सो 2 रूट 5 प्लस 3 रूट 5, तो आप क्या करोगे, 2 plus 3 is 5 and square root 5 as it is. Similarly, 3 root 2, 7 root 2, तो आप क्या करोगे, 3 plus 7, 3 plus 7 is 10 and square root 2 as it is. Don't do these steps. Don't do these steps. Next, 3 root 3 plus 4 root 3. So 3 plus 4 is 7 and then root 3 as it is. So 3 plus 4 is 7 root 3. Or if you can't understand this, it's better to take square root 3 common. तो अगर मैं 3 square root 3 common लेता हूँ तो inside will become 3 plus 4, which is 7 again. Then if it is 7 square root 2 minus 3 square root 2, so let's take square root 2 common, although the answer is 7 minus 3, which is 4. ठीक है, and square root 2 as it is. बट अगर आपको ये समझ नहीं आता तो आप कॉमन वाली ट्रिक कर सकते हो. ठीक है, आप क्या करें, स्क्वायर रूट 2 कॉमन ले लें and then 7 minus 3 is 4. So this is 4 root 2. The last one is 3 root 5 minus 8 root 5. So 3 minus 8 is directly minus 5 and then root 5 as it is. ये आंसर था. अगर आपको ये समझ नहीं आता तो simply take square root 5 common just like I did. Then 3 minus 8 remain inside the bracket. So 3 minus 8 is just minus 5. तो minus 5 को आप outside पे लिखोगे तो आंसर is minus 5 times square root 5. ये था आपने कैसे सर्ड्स को ऐड और सब्ट्रैक्ट करना है. ठीक है, अब हम देखते हैं कि दो सर्ड्स की ब्रैकेट्स कैसे मल्टीप्लाई होती हैं. हाउ टू एक्सपेंड ब्रैकेट्स इन सर्ड्स. ब्रैकेट्स, expansion of brackets. So how to expand two brackets in surds. So question 1 is 3 root 5, 3 plus root 5 into 4 minus root 5. How to expand these brackets? Just like the distributive law, you multiply 3 with 4, 3 with 4, 3 with this, and similarly root 5 with 4 and root 5 with root 5. So the answer is 3 times 4 is 12. Then 3 times minus root 5 will be minus 3 root 5. And then 5 root 5 times 4 will be plus 4 times root 5. Then root 5 times minus root 5. So plus times minus will gives you minus, and then 5 root 5 times root 5 is just root 5 square because they are same. So square root 5 times square root 5 will become square root 5 whole square. ये cancel हो जाएगा. So the answer is 12. If you look at this, this is minus 3 plus 4. Surds are same. जब दो surds same होती हैं तो we know that you can add or subtract them. ठीक है? If surds are same, so you can add or subtract them according to the sign. So minus 3 plus 4 is just 1. So the answer is plus 1 square root 5, which we simply write, instead of writing 1, simply write square root 5. Minus, this will be cancelled out. So you will get minus 5. So 12 minus 5 is 7 plus root 5. So that's it. If you multiply these brackets, you will get 7 plus root 5. अगर आपको ये समझ नहीं आया, let me tell you again that if you can't understand how did I write minus 3 plus 4 root 5, so let me tell you again, minus 3 plus root 5 plus 4 plus root 5. Simply take root 5 common. So inside is minus 3 plus 4, which is root 5 times 1, which is just root 5. Okay? So that's it. इन दोनों को मैंने ऐड किया है, ये and I got just square root 5, यही मैंने ऊपर लिखा था. That's it. Three square root 5 plus 7 into 1 plus 2 root 5. That's it. Multiply this with 1. So multiply this with 1, this with root 5, 7 with 1, 7 with 2 root 5. So 3 root 5 times 1 is just 3 root 5 plus 3 root 5 times 2 root 5 is, you know it very well, that what is 3 root 5 into 2 root 5? It is just 3 twos are 6 and root 5 whole square. Okay, if you multiply 3 root 5 with 2 root 5, so this is your answer. Okay, 3 twos are 6, root 5 times root 5 is 6, root 5 times root 5 is root 5 square. तो आपने उस स्टेप में डायरेक्टली लिखना है, ठीक है? Then 7 times 1 is 7. 7 times 2 times 5 is 7, 2s are 14, root 5. ठीक है? Basically 7 इससे multiply हो रहा है ना, तो 7 can be only multiplied with 2. तो square root 5 कुछ भी नहीं रहेगा, that will be as it is. तो 7 टाइम 2 रूट 5 विल बिकम 14 टाइम रूट 5. सो दैट्स इट. इसको हम सॉल्व कर लेते हैं. तो 3 रूट 5 प्लस 6 इंटू 5 plus 7 plus 4 root 5, which will be 3 root 5 plus 4 root 5 plus 6 fives are 30 plus 7. So if you know the surds are same surds, you can add them. 4 plus 3 is 7 root 5 plus 30 plus 7 is 37. So that's it. That's it. 5 minus 4 root 3 into 5 plus 4 root 3. Let's multiply them. So 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 4 root 3 is 20 root 3. 4 root 3 times 5 is minus 20 root 3. 4 root 3 times 4 root 3 is 4 fours are 16. Root 3 times root 3 is root 3 square. That's it. So the answer is 25. You can see they are same surds. So same surds plus 20 minus 20, they will be cancelled out, just nothing. 0 root 3 plus 16, 3s are, so 25 plus, it is 0. 16 3s are 48. So 48 plus 25 is 53 and then 73. That's it. Or 73. Or there is one more way to solve part C. If you remember the third identity, what was third identity? A square minus B square. A square minus B square can be written as A minus B into A plus B. तो जब भी आप सर्ड्स की ब्रैकेट्स को एक्सपेंड करते हो ना, तो प्लीज लुक एट दैट. इज इट A minus B into A plus B? Yes, they are same. They are same. So A minus B into A plus B. Just sign का difference है. Signs are different, values are same. So it is A minus B into A plus B. So we can use this identity directly. कैसे? Look at that. 5 minus 4 root 3 into 5 plus 4 root 3. So we can write 5 square A square minus B square. So 5 square is 25 minus, we are familiar with this. How to proceed this? Power of surds, हम पढ़ के आए हैं ऊपर. So it can be written as 2 4 square times square root 3 square, which can be written as 25 minus 4 square is 16, root 3 whole square is just 3. अच्छा ये mistake कहाँ पे होगी है? Okay. Yes, there is a mistake, students. Look at this sign. So minus 4 root 3 times 4 root 3. So minus into plus will gives you minus sign. That was mistake. That was a mistake. So it is minus. It is also minus. So 25 minus 48 is going to be minus 23. That's it. Again, if you look at the other solution, 25 minus 48 is also minus 23. तो हमने जो सी पार्ट था उसको दो तरीकों से की है. हमने ब्रैकेट्स को मल्टीप्लाई भी किया है और हमने यूजिंग थर्ड आइडेंटिटी भी की है. ठीक है. D. Let me do one more question. So root 7 plus root 5 into root 7 minus root 5. So is it a plus b into a minus b? Yes, the values are same, the signs are different. तो अब क्या कर सकते हैं? Using third identity, it can be written as 7 square root and then square a square minus b square. So it is 7 minus 5, which is 2. That's it. So root 7 plus root 2 into root 8 plus root 7. Values are different, okay? Now let's multiply them one by one. Distributive law आपने लगाना है. So how to apply distributive law? So root 7 times 8, root 7 times root 7, root 2 times root 8, root 2 times 7. So it can be written as root 7 times root 8. So root 7 times root 8 plus root 7 into root 7, which is root 7 square, plus root 2 into root 8 plus root 2 into root 7. That's it. So root 7 into root 8 can be written as 7 times 8 in a single square root. So if the roots are same, so we can write 7 square root and then square plus root 2 times root 8 is 2 times 8 plus root 2 times root 7 is just 2 root 7. Okay, so it can be cancelled out. Um, it's better to write it again in this form. हम इसको इसी फॉर्म में सॉल्व करेंगे. Let me tell you how. We know that what is square root 8. What is square root 8? So square root 8 is just 4 times 2. So it is 2. It is square root 4 times square root 2. So which is 2 root 2. So square root 8 is 2 root 2. अब हम इसको square root 8 को ये ट्रीट करते हैं, ठीक है? So square root 8 can be written as 2 root 2 plus it is 7 plus it is square root 16 plus root 2 into root 7. So that's it. Root 7 into root 2. विदाउट स्क्वायर नंबर हमेशा रूट स्क्वायर रूट से पहले लिखते हैं, ठीक है? तो एक स्क्वायर रूट 2 था, एक स्क्वायर रूट 7 था और एक विदाउट स्क्वायर रूट 2 था, तो उसको अपने पहले लिख दिया, ठीक है? सो 7. व्हाट इज स्क्वायर रूट 16? इट इज जस्ट 4 and plus root 2 into root 7. So you can write 7 times 2 in a single square root plus 7 plus 4 is 11 plus root 2 times root 7 in a single square root. थोड़ी सी कैलकुलेशन ज़्यादा हो गई है. That's it. So same surds can add or subtract. So it is 2 root 14 plus 1 root. It is 1, okay? 1 root 14. So we can write directly 11 plus 3 root 14 is your final answer. Is your final answer. So this is how you multiply two surds. अब हम आते हैं division of surds पे. Surds आप divide कैसे करते हो? So division. Division of surds. Let's start with very basic example. 1 over root 5. अब कैम्ब्रिज आपको अलाउ नहीं करता that the number is in square root and the square root is in denominator. ठीक है, मैं यहाँ पे लिख देता हूँ बिफोर स्टार्टिंग डिवीजन. मैं यहाँ पे लिखता हूँ कैम्ब्रिज नोट. कैम्ब्रिज do not allow any square root in denominator. Cambridge do not allow any square root in denominator. तो जो भी आपका स्क्वायर रूट डिनोमिनेटर के अंदर आएगा वो गलत होगा. दैट विल बी रॉन्ग आंसर. ठीक है, तो अब करना आपने क्या है, हाउ टू रिमूव दिस स्क्वायर रूट फ्रॉम द डिनोमिनेटर. हाउ टू रिमूव दिस स्क्वायर रूट फ्रॉम द डिनोमिनेटर. लेट मी टेल यू हाउ टू डू इट. आप एक स्टेप करें. लेट्स मल्टीप्लाई इट विद स्क्वायर रूट 5 एंड स्क्वायर रूट 5. ओके, लेट्स मल्टीप्लाई एंड डिवाइड विद द स्क्वायर रूट 5. हम ये देखते हैं करने से क्या होगा. लेट्स सी क्या होगा. Obviously, you will multiply 1 with square root 5. So 1 times square root 5 over square root 5 times square root 5. So you know that it is square root 5 over square root 5 whole square. So it will be cancelled out and you are left with 5 over square root 5 over 5. That's it. Just look at the answer. Just look at the final expression, I would say, not the answer. Look at this final expression. Is there any square root in the denominator? The answer is no. So Cambridge will accept this form, but they will reject this form. तो आपका कोई भी क्वेश्चन है अगर आपका स्क्वायर रूट डिनोमिनेटर के अंदर है, कैम्ब्रिज विल नॉट एक्सेप्ट दिस. ओके, कैम्ब्रिज ने लाइन सेट कर ली है. ठीक है ना, उन्होंने रूल सेट कर लिए कि आपका स्क्वायर रूट कभी भी डिनोमिनेटर के अंदर नहीं आना चाहिए. तो जब भी वन ओवर कोई भी स्क्वायर रूट डिनोमिनेटर के अंदर आएगा तो आप करना आपने क्या है, उसी स्क्वायर रूट से आपने मल्टीप्लाई डिवाइड कर देना है. ठीक है, जो भी स्क्वायर रूट पड़ा हुआ है उसी से आप मल्टीप्लाई डिवाइड कर दो. तो होगा क्या, दे विल कैंसल आउट. ओके, स्क्वायर रूट 5 टाइम्स स्क्वायर रूट 5 विल बिकम स्क्वायर रूट 5 स्क्वायर. कैंसल आउट एंड द आंसर इज just 5 in the denominator. Okay, and this concept is known as, this step is known as rationalization. Okay, this step is known as rationalization. Rationalization क्यों कहते हैं? Just look at the question. It was irrational number in the start, but in the answer it becomes rational. Okay, so this number becomes rational. This was in the start irrational. So you know it very well that what is irrational number. Square root numbers are irrational. Without square root numbers are rational. Okay. Problem 2. 3 over root 5. Let's write 3 over root 2. अब आपने क्या करना है? How to proceed 3 over root 2? As I said, this is a question. Okay. So let's write 3 over root 2 as it is. Now multiply it with root 2 over root 2. So the answer is 3. So the answer is 3 root 2 over root 2 whole square. It will be cancelled out. So the answer is 3 root 2 over 2. That's it. So there is no square root in the final expression. So yes, Cambridge will accept this, but they will reject this because इसके अंदर क्या है? Irrational number है. Okay, it has some square root in the denominator, but Cambridge allow नहीं करता writing denominators in the square root in the denominators. Okay. (22 over 11) root. So how to proceed this? 22 over 11 square root. Let's multiply it with this square root 11 over square root 11. So it will become 22 into root 11 divided by root 11 whole square, which can be cancelled out. So the answer is 22 root 11 over 11, which can be further cancelled out. So the final answer is 2 root 11. So this has a final answer this, okay? Let me show you what will happen if I put this value in calculator. Let me show you. 22. Look at the answer. The answer is 2 root 11. Even calculator भी allow नहीं कर रहा. Calculator will not ever give you any answer in which square root is in the denominator. ठीक है? Calculator ऐसा कभी नहीं करता. So 3 over 2 root 6. 3 over 2 root 6. So let's write 3 over 2 root 6. This was your question. Okay. Let's multiply it with this square root. अब लिखें 2 square root 6 over 2 square root 6. Or you can just write square root 6. Okay, you don't need to write 2. आप just square root 6 से multiply divide करते हैं, ठीक है? So let's see what will happen. 3 root 6 over 2 into root 6 times root 6. So 3 root 6 over 2 into root 6 times root 6 is root 6 square. So it will be cancelled out. So 3 root 6 over 2 times 6. So 3 can be cancelled out with this 6. So 3 ones are, 3 twos are. So the answer is root 6 over 4. This is your final answer with no square root in the denominator. With no square root in the denominators. Now we are going to start a very, very important part of this Surds. How to simplify 7 over 2 plus root 3. Simplify. 7 over 2 plus root 3. What is the difference between 7 over 2 plus root 3 and 7 over 2 root 3? What is the difference between these two numbers? There is a plus, but in this, it was a multiply. So how to proceed with this? ये आपने करना नहीं है. It is just a concept. Okay. So root 3 over root 3. So 7 root 3 divided by 2 root 3 square. It will be cancelled out. So 7 root 3 over 6. This is your answer for this question. But in this question, you have plus instead of multiply. So how to proceed with this? करना आपने ये है, आपने यहाँ पे लिखना है 7 over 2 plus root 3. This time you will just change the sign of this denominator. अब डिनोमिनेटर के अंदर लिखा हुआ है 2 plus root 3. आप इसका साइन चेंज कर दें. So that will become 2 minus root 3. उसको आप लिखें न्यूमिनेटर के अंदर भी, ओके, एंड डिनोमिनेटर के अंदर. And this concept is known as what? Rationalization. And this number is known as conjugate, okay? This number is known as 2 plus root 3 is conjugate of 2 minus root 3. Okay. 2 plus root 3 is conjugate of 2 minus root 3. ठीक है, क्वेश्चन में क्या दिया हुआ था? 2, ओह आई एम सो सॉरी, ये मैंने गलती कर दी. इट इज 2 minus root 3. 2 minus root 3 and 2 plus root 3. क्वेश्चन में क्या था? क्वेश्चन में दिया हुआ था 2 plus root 3, और आपने करना क्या है, उसका आपने साइन चेंज करना है. दैट विल बिकम 2 minus root 3. उसको आपने न्यूमरेटर में मल्टीप्लाई करना है और डिनोमिनेटर के अंदर भी मल्टीप्लाई करना है. ठीक है, इस इसको आप कहते हो रैशनलाइजेशन, और इस नंबर को आप कहते हो, दिस इज एक्चुअली conjugate of that one. Okay, when you change the sign, that number is known as conjugate number. Okay, अब हम देखते हैं करने से क्या होगा. एज आई सेड, कैम्ब्रिज आपको अलाउ नहीं करता कि आपका आंसर डिनोमिनेटर में स्क्वायर रूट की फॉर्म में हो. नो. अब देखें, डिनोमिनेटर के अंदर स्क्वायर रूट है, तो कैम्ब्रिज विल नॉट एक्सेप्ट दिस. बट आफ्टर डूइंग this step, let's see what will happen. Let's see what will happen. Now multiply 7 with 2 minus root 3 divided by 2 plus root 3 into 2 minus root 3. We know the third identity. We know the third identity. So what is a plus b into a minus b? Can we say that it is a square minus b square? So it will become 7 into 2 minus root 3 over 2 square is 4 minus 3. So 7 into 2 minus root 3 over 4 minus 3 is 1, which is just 7 into 2 minus root 3. Or you can multiply this 7 inside. So 7 twos are 14 minus 7 into root 3 is just 7 root 3. That's it. ठीक है, तो आपका आइंदा जब भी स्क्वायर रूट डिनोमिनेटर में आएगा तो यू जस्ट चेंज दिस साइन और आप उसको मल्टीप्लाई डिवाइड करोगे. बट इफ यू लुक एट द आंसर, देयर इज नो स्क्वायर रूट इन द डेसिमल. ठीक है, देयर इज नो स्क्वायर रूट इन द डेसिमल. लेट्स डू वन मोर क्वेश्चन. So 3 over 5 plus root 2. 3 over 5 plus root 2. As I said, आपने क्या करना है? They will say simplify. So you will write 3 over 5 plus root 2 times 5 minus root 2 over 5 minus root 2. As I said, अब इसका साइन चेंज करोगे. अब ये प्लस है, अब इसका साइन चेंज कर दें, इट विल बिकम 5 माइनस रूट 2. तो आपने मल्टीप्लाई भी करना है और डिवाइड भी करना है. लेट्स सी द बेनिफिट. ये करने से क्या होगा, लेट्स सी. सो इट इज a प्लस b इंटू a माइनस b and then 3 into 5 minus root 2. This is a plus b into a plus b into a minus b. So we know the identity is, it is a square minus b square. You don't need to multiply 3 inside. So 3 into 5 minus root 2. So divided equals to 3 into 5 minus root 2. What is 5 square? It is 25 minus what is root 2 square? So it is just 2. So 3 into 5 minus root 2 divided by 25 minus 2 is 23. That is your answer. That is your final answer. एक और क्वेश्चन करते हैं. Simplify 3 root 2 minus 6 over 6 plus 3 root 2. So how to simplify this? As I said, you will write 3 root 2 minus 6 over 6 plus 3 root 2. Let's multiply it with 6 minus 3 root 2 over 6 minus 3 रूट 2। आपने डिनोमिनेटर का साइन चेंज करना है। जो भी डिनोमिनेटर का साइन है आप उसको चेंज करें और फिर मल्टीप्लाई डिवाइड कर दें। लेट्स सी व्हाट विल हैपन। सो द आंसर इज a plus b into a minus b and 3 root 2 minus 6 into 6 minus 3 root 2. So in the denominator, you will apply third identity, which is a square minus b square. But in the numerator, you will apply the distributive law. You will apply the distributive law. Distributive law क्या था? 3 root 2 times 6, 3 root 2 times 3 root 2. So this will become 3 root 2 times 6 is 18 root 2 minus 3 root 2 times 3 root 2 will become 3 threes are 9. Root 2 times root 2 is just root 2 square. Then 6 times 6 is 6 times 6 is minus 36, and minus 6 times minus 3 root 6 will become plus 6 threes are 18 and root 2 as it is. That's it. Let me tell you one more time. So 3 root 2 times 6 is 18 root 2. 3 times 6 is 18 root 2 as it is. 3 root 2 times 3 root 2. Is it 9 root 2 whole square? Because there are two square root 2. Then 6 times 6 is 36. Then 6 times 3 root 2 is 6 threes are 18 and 18 root 2 as it is. So that's it. It will be cancelled out. 18 root 2 minus 9 twos are 18 minus 36 plus 18 root 2, and in the denominator it will become 6 square is 36 minus what is 3 root 2 whole square? It is 3 square into 2 square. बट आपने ये स्टेप यहाँ नहीं करना. एज आई सेड कि आप इसको पहले से माइंड में करो, मेंटल मैथ्स. सो व्हाट इज 3 root 2 whole square? So it is 3 square into root 2 whole square. So it is 9 into 2, which is 18. So let's write 18 directly, minus 36, and then so 18 plus root 2, 18 root 2 plus 18 root 2. As I said, सेम सर्ड्स जो होते हैं वो ऐड हो जाते हैं, ठीक है? तो plus 18 will be plus 36. So 36 root 18 minus 18 minus 36 is going to be minus 46 and then 54. And then 36 minus 18 is going to be 18. That's it. Now we can take, yes, we can take 18 common from the numerator. So 2 root 2 minus 3 times, yes, so 18 can be cancelled out. 18 times 3 is 54, yes. So the answer is 2 root 2 minus 3, that's it. This is your final answer. This is our final answer. There is one more question. G H. Simplify 4 root 2 minus 3 divided by 3 root 2 plus 5. Simplify this. This time, what we will do, 4 root 2 minus 3 divided by 3 root 2 plus 5. आपने करना यह है कि you simply multiply it with 3 root 2 minus 5 over 3 root 2 minus 5. You just change the denominator sign. उसको plus को minus लिखें and multiply divide. What will happen in the numerator? So 3 root 2 plus 5 into 3 root 2 plus minus 5. 4 root 2 minus 3 into 3 root 2 minus 5. Let's apply the distributive law in the numerator. तो क्या होगा? 4 3s are 12 root 2 square. 4 5s are minus 20 root 2 minus 3 3s are 9 root 2. I hope you understand. Minus minus plus 5 3s are 15. And in the denominator, you apply third identity, a square minus b square. So it can be cancelled out. So 12 2s are 24 minus same surds. These are the same surds, root 2, root 2. So you can add them. Minus 20 minus 9 is minus 29 root 2 plus 15 as it is. And then we know that 3 root 2 whole square. So it is 9 times 2 is 18 minus 25. So that's it. So 24 plus 15 is going to be 39 minus 29 over root 2. And then 18 minus 25 is minus 7. So that's it. Just leave it in this form, or you can bring this minus in the numerator. So it will become minus into 39 minus 29 root 2 over 7. So the final answer can be 29 root 2 minus 39 over 7. That's it. There is one last question. There is one last question. Important question. Part A. Let's say if you have square root 112 plus square root 28. How to add square root 112 plus square root 28? Let me ask calculator. Square root 112 plus square root 28. So the answer is 6 root 7. But as I said, calculator is not allowed. ठीक है, तो करना नहीं है आपने। तो कैसे करना है? आपने करना ये है कि आपने इसको डीकम्पोज करना है, प्राइम फैक्टराइजेशन बनानी है इसकी। सो 112 एंड देन एट द सेम टाइम 28. So 2 ones are, 2 fours are, 2 sevens are, so 7 ones are. And this 2 times 2 is 4. Now let's play with 112. So 2 times 5 is 10, and then 2 times 6 is 12, then 2 times 2 is 4, and then 2 times 8 is 16, 2 times 1, 2 times 4, 2 times 7, 7 times 1. But as I said, आपने स्क्वायर रूट के अंदर पेयर्स में लिखने हैं. This is your first pair, which is 2 times 2, 4. This is your second pair, which is 2 times 2, again 4. So this is first pair, this is second pair. So square root 112 can be written as 4 times 4 times 7 plus square root 28 can be written as 4 times 7. Now we can split square root 4 times square root 4 times square root 7 plus square root 4 times square root 7. So what is square root 4? That is 2 times 2 times root 7 plus what is square root 4? That is 2 times root 7. So 2 times 2 is 4 root 7 plus 2 root 7. As I said, we can add two same surds. अब दो surds same हैं तो या तो उनको आप add कर सकते हैं या subtract कर सकते हैं. तो what is 4 root 7 plus 2 root 7? It is just, you can take square root 7 common. So inside is 4 plus 2, which is 6. So 6 root 7 is your answer as per calculator. ठीक है? Square root 180 minus 125. So let's write 125, 180. So 2 nines are 0, 2 45s are, 9 fives are, and 5 ones are. So square number क्या है? 2 twos are 4. This is first square number. The second square number is 9. Then 125 can be written as 5 times 2 and then 5. Then 5 fives are, then 5 ones are. So this is 5 times 5, which is 25. So let's write 180 as 4 times 9 times 5. 125 as 5 times 5 is 25. Time alone, the single 5 is remain as it is. Square root 4 times square root 9 times square root 5 minus square root 25 times square root 5. So square root 4 is 2 times square root 9 is 3 times square root 5 as it is minus square root 25 is 5 times square root 5. So 3 twos are 6. Root 5 minus 5 root 5. As I said, same surds या add होते हैं या subtract होते हैं. Yes. So 6 minus 5 is just 1. So the answer is just square root 5. Or if you can't understand, just take square root 5 common. So 6 minus 5 is just 1. So that's it. Let me check using calculator. So 180 root plus, no, minus 125 root. So the answer is just root 5. C. Root 80 minus root 20. So we can write, जो बड़े नंबर्स होते हैं आप उनको प्राइम फैक्टराइज कर लिया करें. So 80 can be written as 240, 220, 210, 2551. So 80 can be written as, this is first pair, this is second pair. So 2 twos are 4 times 4 times 5 minus 20 can be written as 4 times 5. So root 4 times root 4 times root 5 minus root 4 times root 5. So root 4 is just 2 times root 4 is just 2 times 5 minus root 4 is just 2, root 5 as it is. So 2 times 2 is 4 root 5 minus 2 root 5. Surds are same. So you can either add or subtract. So you can either add or subtract. So 4 root 5 minus 2 root 5, I am assuming कि आपको ये समझ आ जाएगा. So that is just 2 root 5. That's it. So we are done with all basics of surds. So now we have two worksheets. हम ये worksheets करते हैं. It has all the questions from last 2 to 3 years. This is your first worksheet. Write 48 in the form of k root 3. मैं थोड़ी सी स्पीड तेज करूंगा. ठीक है. These are all past paper questions from different boards at Excel, Cambridge, AQA. Write 48 in the form of k root 3. If you know that 48 is just 16 times 3, that is very good, okay? So I'm just saving my time. 48 is 16 times 3. So 16 can be written as 16 root and then square root 3. So square root 16 is just 4 times square root 3. So we can say that k is equal to 4, where k is an integer, okay? K is equal to 4. Although they're not asking for k, but I'm just telling you that my k is 4, but the answer is 4 root 3. Write 50 in the form of k root 2. तो 50 को हम लिख सकते हैं 25 times 2, even using mental maths. So 50 can be written as 25 times 2. It can be written as 25 times root 2. 25 is just 5 times root 2. So that is k is 5. 527 can be written in this form. So again, just write 5 as it is. 27 को हम break कर सकते हैं. 9 times 3. 5 into 9 into, when I write dot, it means multiply. So 5 into root 9 is just 3. So it is 15 root 3. Or you can use brackets also, or multiply sign. Anyway, my value of k is 15. My value of k is 15. अच्छा, अगर मैं इसको ऐसे करूं, मल्टीप्लाई का साइन डालूं, तो कैसे आपको नजर आएगा ये? How it looks like. 5 times 27 can be written as 9 times 3. So 5 times root 9 times root 3. So 5 times 3 root 3. So 5 times 15 is 15 times root 3. It is just 15 root 3. That's it. Write 720. Okay. As I said, आप क्या करोगे? 720 को आप लिख सकते हैं 4 times 5. So 7 into root 4 into root 5. 7 into 2 in I will just use multiply sign. 7 times 2 times root 5. 7 times 2 is 14 times root 5. Multiply these two brackets, so it is just a plus b into a minus b. Please see the identity in from your notes. See the third identity from your notes. It is a plus b into a minus b, which can be written as a square minus b square. So 2 square using this identity. A square minus b square. It can be written as a plus b into a minus b. So 2 square is 4. Root 3 square will cancel out. So 4 minus 3 is 1. Write 3 plus root 5 whole square in this form. So you know the identity a plus b whole square, or even if you don't know, just write it twice. 3 plus root 5. 3 plus root 5. देखें स्क्वायर है ना, तो स्क्वायर का मतलब क्या होता है? राइटिंग ट्वाइस. ओके, नाउ जस्ट यूज डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिव लॉ. So 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times root 5 is plus 3 root 5. Plus root 5 times 3 is 3 root 5. As I said, without square root, आप square root से पहले लिखते हो. So square root 5 times square root 5 is just square root 5 whole square. It will be cancel out. So same surds add हो जाते हैं. 3 root 5 plus 3 root 5 is just 6 root 5 and 5. So 7, 9 plus 5 is 14 plus 6 root 5. Expand. Yes, they are different. Use distributive law. 2 times 1, 2 times this, 5 times this, 5 times this. So 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times minus root 5 is 2 minus root 5. Plus root 5 times 1 is just root 5. Root 5 times root 5 with minus sign. So ये आएगा minus root 5 whole square. Cancel out. So 2. Yes, they are same surds. So you can, I think so, you can easily add them. Minus 2 root 5 plus 1 root 5. So yes, the surds are same. तो आप क्या करोगे? Minus 2 plus 1. So it is minus 1 root 5. You don't need to write minus, okay? You don't need to mention it. Minus 5. So 2 minus 5 is just minus 3. That's it. So writing it twice and then multiply. 3 minus root 2 whole square can be written as 3 minus root 2 into 3 minus root 2. Now let's multiply. 3 3s are 9 minus 3 root 2 minus 3 root 2 minus minus plus root 2 square. Or you can use the identity a plus b or a minus b whole square. So 9 minus minus plus. So 9 plus 2, 11 minus 6 root 2. Or we can use the identity which is 3 minus root 2 whole square. Second identity a minus b whole square. It can be written as a square minus 2a b plus b square. If you know the second identity, 3 square is 9 minus 2 3s are 6 root 2 plus 2 cancel out. So it is 2. Yes, so 9 plus 2 is 11 minus 6 root 2. So the answer is same using both methods. Expand and simplify. Just to save my time, I will use the identity a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square. Let me tell you what was the a plus b whole square. It is a square plus 2ab plus b square, and second is a minus b whole square. It can be written as a square minus 2ab plus b square. So 2 plus root 3 whole square can be written as a square plus 2 into a into b plus b square, use brackets, minus a square minus 2a b plus b square. So 2 square is 4 plus 4 root 3 plus just 9. No, sorry, 3 minus 2 square is 4 minus 4 root 3 plus square root cancel out with square. So it is 3. Brackets open कर दें. So 4 plus 3 is 7 plus 4 root 3 minus, let's say 4 plus 3 is 7 minus 4 root 3. Now let's open these brackets. So 7 plus root 3, 4 root 3 minus 7 plus 4 root 3. You know, if we open brackets, तो जो अगर outside minus हो तो you just change the signs. So yes, 7 will be cancelled out with 7. Same surds add हो जाते हैं. So 4 root 3 plus 4 root 3 is just 8 root 3. 8 root 3 is my final answer. Rationalize the denominator. Rationalize the denominator. You know this vocabulary. You know this vocabulary कि क्या कह रहा है. ठीक है. तो क्या करते थे ऐसे क्वेश्चंस में? हम लिखते थे 6 root 3 times root 3 over root 3. So 6 root 3 as it is. Root 3 whole square. Cancel out. So 6 root 3 over 3 cancel out. So the answer is 2 root 3. No square root in the denominator. This is what Cambridge requires. Rationalize the denominator. So x over, even if they don't say that denominator, आपको पता होना चाहिए. They simply write rationalize. Or even if they don't write anything, they simply say simplify. तो आपको पता होना चाहिए what they are actually looking for. This is multiply, okay? Root x over root x. So x root x divided by root x whole square. It will be cancel out. So x root x over x. It will be cancel out and we have only x. Rationalize the denominator. 1 plus root 5 over root 2. Let's multiply it with root 2 over root 2. So 1 plus root 5 into root 2. It's better to write it before this bracket, and root 2 whole square, which will be cancel out, and you have root 2 into 1 plus root 5. That is your answer. That is your answer. So simplify this. So 3 plus root 6 over root 3. Let's multiply it with root 3 over root 3. So 3 into 3 plus root 3, sorry, root 6 over root 3 into root 3 is root 3 square. Cancel out. So root 3 into 3 plus root 6 divided by 3. That's it. Moving on to question 14. Yes, simplify this. Simplify fully. Okay. So if you look at the numerator, it is third identity, a plus b into a minus b. So yes, we can write a square minus b square. And in the denominator, it is just root 11. We will deal it later on, okay? So 4 square is 16 minus 2 root 3 square is just 4 times 3. That is 12 over root 11. So 16 minus 12 is 4 over root 11. That's it. Now you will rationalize it. Now you will rationalize it. So 4 over root 11 times root 11 over root 11. तो पहले आपने क्या किया? आपने दो तीन स्टेप्स में जस्ट न्यूमरेटर को सॉल्व किया एंड आफ्टर डूइंग सम स्टेप्स यू हैव 4 ओवर रूट 11. अब आप इसको एक नया क्वेश्चन समझ लें और रैशनलाइज करें डिनोमिनेटर को. तो क्या आएगा ये? 4 रूट 11 ओवर रूट 11 होल स्क्वायर कैंसल आउट. So 4 root 11 over 11. That is your answer. Wonderful question. So 5 plus 2 root 3 over 2 plus root 3. Multiply it with 2 minus root 3 over 2 minus root 3. As I said, जो डिनोमिनेटर होता है उसका मिडल साइन चेंज करें और उसी से मल्टीप्लाई डिवाइड कर दें. ठीक है, तो क्या होगा? a प्लस b इंटू a माइनस b और न्यूमिनेटर के अंदर आप क्या करोगे? डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिव लॉ. We have very less space, so 2 square minus root 3 square. So 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times root 3 is 5 root 3. 2 2s are 4 root 3 minus 2 root 3 whole square. So 2 2s are 2 square is 4, root 3 square cancel out to 3. So 10 same surds can be add. Minus 5 root 3 plus 4 root 3 is minus root 3. So minus, it will be cancel out. 2 3s are 6. 10 minus 6 is 4 minus root 3. And 4 minus 3 is just 1. You don't even need to write it, okay? This is your final answer. 10 minus 6 is 4 minus root 3 as it is. And then 4 minus 3 is 1. You don't need to write it. Show that this can be written as square root 3. Let's see. 3 root 3 plus 3 divided by 3 plus root 3. Let's multiply it with 3 minus root 3 over 3 minus root 3. डिनोमिनेटर के अंदर आप क्या करोगे? a स्क्वायर माइनस b स्क्वायर और न्यूमिनेटर के अंदर यू अप्लाई द डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिव लॉ. सो 3 3s are 9 root 3 minus 3 root 3 square plus 3 3s are 9 minus 3 root 3. I hope you understand this. So it is 9 root 3 minus 3 3s are 9 plus 9 minus 3 root 3 divided by 3 square is 9 minus 3. So yes, it can be cancelled out. So 9 minus 3 is 6. Yes, same surds can add subtract. So 6 root 3 divided by 9 minus 3 is 6. 6 can be cancelled out and you have only root 3 as the final answer. Show that this can be written as square root 2 over 3. In this question, I think we have to first solve the denominator. 1 over You know it has 1 in the denominator, so let's take LCM. And you know it very well that how to take LCM. Let's make their denominators same. Then we can write root 2, 1 plus root 2 square, if you understand. 1 plus 3 over root 2 and 1 as it is. So it is, no, it is not 3, it is 2. 1 over 1 plus 2 is 3 over root 2. So we know that it can be written as root 2 over, I hope you understand this, it is 1 over 1 times root 2 over 3. So it is root 2 over 3 as your final answer. This is question 18. So 2 divided by, let's take LCM, 1 over root 3 plus, let's make denominator same. So 1 over root 3 into root 3. So it can be written as 2 over 1 plus root 3 over root 3. So yes, it can be written as 2 over 1 times root 3 divided by 1 plus root 3. So 2 root 3 divided by 1 plus root 3. Now we will further solve it. So 2 root 3 over 1 plus root 3. Let's rationalize it. So 1 minus root 3 divided by 1 minus root 3. It becomes a square minus b square. So 2 root 3 into 1 minus root 3. So it is 2 root 3 minus, let's multiply this inside the bracket. So 2 root 3 minus 2 root 3 square. तो डिनोमिनेटर में आएगा 1 minus 3 square cancel out, तो 3. 2 root 3 minus 3 2s are 6 over 1 minus 3 minus 2. We can take 2 common. So root 3 minus 6, no, minus 3 over minus 2, it will be cancel out. So still we have minus, so let's write it outside the bracket. ये आपका final answer, 3 minus root 3. This is your final answer. Moving on to question 19. तो ये भी बहुत simple है. A plus b into a minus b can be written as a square minus b square. So this is your answer, a minus b. I will apply the identity. A plus b whole square क्या होता है? A square plus 2ab plus b square. So 2a square is 4a square plus 2 twos are 4, a root b plus b. So that's it. This is your final answer. There is a new question, 6 minus root 8 over root 2 minus 1. So it can be written as 6 minus root 8 over root 2 minus 1 times root 2 plus 1 over root 2 plus 1. So in the denominator, it is a square minus b square. In the numerator, you apply the distributive law. 6 times root 2 is 6 root 2. 6 times 1 is 6. Root 8 times root 2 is minus root 8 times root 2 minus root 8. So it will be cancelled out. So 2 minus 1, 6 root 2 plus 6 minus 8 twos are 16. And 8 can be root 8 can be written as 4 times 2, that is square root 4 times square root 2, that is 2 root 2. 6 minus 8 times 2 is 16. So square root of 16 is just 4. हमने ऐसे बहुत से क्वेश्चंस किए थे. And 2 minus 1 is just 1, so nothing. 6 root 2 minus 2 root 2. Same surds add subtract होते हैं. So 6 root 2 minus 2 root 2 is 4 root 2 plus 6 minus 4 is 2. That's it. आपने रिक्वायर्ड फॉर्म में आंसर लिखना है तो 2 plus 4 root 2. So my A is 2 and my B is 4. Look at the required form. My A is 2 and my B is 4. So let's multiply square root 5 inside the bracket. तो क्या आएगा ये? Square root 5 times square root 8 is square root 5 times square root 8 plus square root 5 times square root 18. So yes, 8 times 5 is 40 because we know that square root 5 times square root 8 can be written in one square root. But we don't need to show all steps. 5 times 18 is just 80. अब वो कह रहे हैं कि आपने आंसर देना है रूट 10 की फॉर्म में. रूट 10 की फॉर्म में देना है तो ओके, we can write 40 as 4 times 10 and 80 as 8 times. Okay. No, no, no. I think 18 times 5 is 90. Yes, this is mistake. Okay. 18 times 5 is 90 and I wrote 80. So 9 times 10. So we can write 4 root times root 10 plus root 9 times root 10. I'm just looking at the question. जो उनकी रिक्वायरमेंट है वो कह रहे हैं कि आप स्क्वायर रूट 10 की फॉर्म में आंसर दे, तो आपने स्क्वायर रूट 10 ही लिखना है. ठीक है. स्क्वायर रूट 4 इज 2 रूट 10. स्क्वायर रूट इज 9. स्क्वायर रूट 9 इज 3 रूट 10. सेम स्टर्ड्स ऐड हो जाते हैं. सो 3 plus 2 is just 5. So 5 root 10 is your answer. And what will be my A? A is 5. They were saying A क्या होगा? तो A क्या है? Just 5. Rationalize the denominator. So 14 divided by 2 plus root 3. Let's multiply it with 2 minus root 3 over 2 minus root 3. So denominator can be written as a square minus b square. So 14 into 2 minus root 3. So 14 into 2 minus root 3 divided by 2 square is 4 minus 3. So 14 into 2 minus 3. That's it. 4 minus 3 is just 1. You can even multiply 14 inside, but it's okay, even if you leave it in this form. Rationalize the denominator. So 5 over root 12 times root 12 over root 12. So 5 root 12 divided by root 12 whole square. It will be cancelled out. So that is your final answer. This is what you think. No, it is not the final answer. Why? Because we know that we can further write 12 as 4 times 3 divided by 3. Sorry, 12. अब क्या होना है 5 times root 4 times root 3 divided by 12. So 5 times root 4 is 2 times root 3 over 12. So yes, 2 can be cancelled out. So the final answer is 5 root 3 over 6. This is your final answer. No square root in the denominator. This is what Cambridge required, okay? 3 plus root 12, तो बहुत simple है. So 3 plus root 12 can be written as 4 cross 3, root 3 plus root 4 cross root 3, root 3 plus root 4 can be written as 2, root 3. Same surds add हो जाते हैं, so 3 root 3. So yes, it's a nice question. 1 over root 3 whole power 7. तो आपको पता है whole power indices का रूल है कि सेपरेट हो जाती है. So what is 1 raised to power anything? So 1 raised to power anything is just 1. It is just 1 over root 3 whole power 7. ये अभी हमने पढ़ा था. We can break down this power into 6 into root 3 whole power 1. So it can be written as root 3 whole square, then 3, then root 3 as it is. It can be cancelled out. So 3 raised to power 3 into 3. So it is 1 over 27. This is the answer what you think, but it's not the answer. This is not the answer because अब हम क्या करेंगे, अब हम स्क्वायर रूट को मल्टीप्लाई डिवाइड करेंगे. ठीक है, विल मल्टीप्लाई स्क्वायर रूट, रैशनलाइज करेंगे ना. So yes, square root 3 over 27 into square root 3 whole square. Okay, so what will be square root 3 whole square? It will cancel out. So 27 times 3 is going to be 81. That is your final answer. Moving on to question 5. 180 root minus 2 root 5. It's better to first write 180 in its simplest form. तो 180 की simplest form क्या होगी? 180, 2 9s are, 2 45s are, 9 5s are. I remember हमने ऐसा क्वेश्चन ऊपर किया था. So 5 1s. तो 2 2s are 4. ये तो एक पेयर ये बन गया. तो लिखें 180 can be written as 4 times 9 times 5 minus 2 root 5 over 5 root 5 minus 5. So root 5 is root 4 times root 9 times root 5 minus 2 root 5 over 5 root 5 minus 5. Root 4 is 2 times root 9 is 3 times root 5 minus 2 root 5 over 5 root 5 minus 5. So 2 times 3 is 6 root 5 minus 2 root 5 over 5 root 5 minus 5. Let's rationalize it. Let's rationalize it. तो rationalize कैसे करते हैं? Change the sign. Change the sign. So 5 root 5 plus 5 over 5 root 5 plus 5. चलिए rationalize कैसे करेंगे? तो डिनोमिनेटर में क्या आएगा? ए स्क्वायर माइनस बी स्क्वायर. न्यूमिनेटर में डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिव लॉ 6 टाइम दिस, सो 6 5s are 30 root 5 square plus 6 5s are 30 root 5 minus 2 5s are 10 root, I think so, root 5 square, yes. So 5 2s are 10 minus root. This is the answer. इसे हम सिंप्लीफाई करते हैं. Cancel out 30 5s are 150 plus 30 root 5 minus 10 5s are 50 minus 10 root 5 divided by 5 root 5 square. As I said, इसको अपने माइंड में करना है और यहाँ पे आपने डायरेक्ट आंसर लिखना है. So 5 root 5 square. So it is 25 times 5. That is 125. Okay, so this is 125 minus 5 square is just 25. So 150 minus 50 is 100. Okay, plus 30 minus same surds. Same surds add subtract होते हैं ना. 30 minus 10 20. So it is 20 root 5 over 125 minus 25 is just 100. Okay, look at the question. Look at the question. A plus root 5 over B. Okay, we can give it in that form. 100 को हम दोनों के नीचे डिवाइड कर सकते हैं ना. So 100 will be cancelled out. The answer is 1 plus 20 cancel out 5. So 1 root 5 over 5. So my A is, look at the required form. A is 1, B is 5. A is 1, B is 5. Question 6. 8 plus root 12 over. Now it's up to you. Either you can solve root 12 first and then rationalize it. Number छोटा है, it doesn't matter, but 180 was a bigger number. ठीक है? So 5 plus root 3, multiply it with 5 minus root 3 over 5 minus root 3. So A plus B into A minus B, it means A square minus B square, cancel out. So 8 5s are 40 minus 8 root 3 plus 5 root 12 minus root 12 times root 3. So 25 minus 3 40. Okay, look at that. This is root 12. I think we have to solve it. Now we have to solve it. Look at that. Root 12 is root 4 times 3. So root 4 times root 3, that is 2 root 3. So yes, it is minus 8 root 3 plus 5 as it is. Root 12 is 2 root 3 minus root 12 times root 3. It is 12 times 3 in a single square root. So that will become 36. Same surds add हो जाते हैं. So 40 minus 8 root 3 plus 5 twos are 10 root 3 minus 6 divided by 25 minus 3 is 22. So 40 minus 6 is 34. Minus 8 plus 10 is just 2 root 3 over 22. I can take 2 common. Yes, let's take 2 common. So 2 into 17 plus root 3 divided by 22. So 2 will be cancelled out. So 17 plus root 3 over 11. So that is your final answer. Your A is 17, your B is 11. Moving on to, okay. Moving on to second last question, root 18 plus root 2 whole square. Let's apply A plus B whole square. A square plus 2A into B plus B square root 8 minus 2. Cancel out, cancel out. 18 plus 2 into 18 root times 2 root. So it can be written in 1 square root. 18 times 2, that is 36. 18 plus 2 is 20 plus 2 times 36 square root is 6. Okay, there is no square root in the numerator. So it is 32 over 8 minus root 8 minus 2. That is not the answer. As I said कि Cambridge square root को denominator में allowed नहीं करता. Let's further solve it. हम क्या करेंगे? अब it's up to you कि whether you solve first root 8 or you can do it at the end. Change the sign, multiply, divide. So 32 into root 8 plus 2 divided by a square minus b square. 32 into, you know what is root 8 is? Root 8 can be treated 4 times 2. Root 4 times root 2, 2 root 2. So root 8 is 2 root 2 plus 2 divided by 8 minus 2 square is 4. So 32 into 2 root 2 plus 2 divided by 8 minus 4 is 4. So 4 will be cancelled out. So yes, 8 into 2 root 2 plus 2. We can further take 2 common. So if 2 comes outside, root 2 plus 1. So 16 into root 2 plus 1 is your final answer. 16 into root 2 plus 1 is your final answer. Let me see the required form. A into, this was the required form. ये required form है, कॉपी करके यहाँ पेस्ट कर रहा हूँ. ये आपकी required form थी. So this was the required form. A की जगह क्या है? 16. B is 1. A is 16, B is 1. That's it. Next question, rationalize the denominator, give your answer in its simplest form. So 22 over root 11 times root 11 over root 11. 22 root 11 over root 11 whole square. It can be cancelled out. So 22 root 11 over 11 cancel out. So 2 root 11 is the final answer. So part B, root 3 over 2 root 3 minus 1. Let's rationalize it. 2 root 3 plus 1 over 2 root 3 plus 1. So a plus b into a minus b. So a square minus b square, root 3 into 2 root 3 plus 1. So 2 square times 3 is, I think 4 3s are 12 minus 1. So root 3 को अंदर multiply करें. So 2 into root 3 whole square plus root 3. 12 minus 1 is just 11. So 2 into cancel out. So 2 into 3. 6 plus root 3 over 11. That is your answer, and your value of A is 6, B is 11. That's it. There are some questions. Look at this question involving surds. You have given a right triangle. All measurements on the triangle are in centimeters. ABCD is a right triangle. K is a positive integer. Find the value of K. So you know it very well that when there is a right triangle, there is a concept of Pythagoras theorem. So let's apply Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras में क्या होता है? जो 90 डिग्री का एंगल होता है, opposite to that is your hypotenuse. So opposite to the 90 degree is your hypotenuse. So your h is root 3 plus root 15. Okay. So Pythagoras is a square plus b square is equal to c square. So a is your k, b is your 3 plus root 5 whole square, c is hypotenuse. So what is hypotenuse? That is root 3 plus root 15 whole square. That's it. Now let's make k subject. देख लें स्टूडेंट्स, आपको एक राइट ट्रायंगल दी हुई है, आपने पाइथागोरस थ्योरम लगाया है, ए स्क्वायर प्लस बी स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू सी स्क्वायर. ठीक है, इसमें सी स्क्वायर क्या होता था? सी स्क्वायर हाइपोटेन्यूज था. ठीक है. नाउ लेट्स ट्राई टू मेक के सब्जेक्ट. अब यहां से के सब्जेक्ट कैसे बनाना है? सो ब्रिंग एवरीथिंग ऑन द राइट साइड. रूट 3 के प्लस रूट 15 होल स्क्वायर minus 3 plus root 5 whole square. Let's apply a plus b whole square identity. A square plus 2a b plus b square, use square brackets. So a square plus 2ab plus b square can be cancelled out, 3 plus. We can further solve it. So 2 root 3 times root 15. After studying whole topic, we know that it is root 3 times root 15 is 3 times 15. That is 45 square root. So root 45 plus it can be cancelled out. 15 minus 9 plus 6 root 5 plus 5. So 3 plus 15 is 18 plus 2 root 45 minus 9 plus 5 is 14 plus 6 root 5. So 18 plus 2 root 5 minus 14 minus 6 root 5. Look at the 45. Can we solve further this 45? Yes. 45 को हम क्या further solve कर सकते हैं? The answer is yes. We can write 45 as 9 times 5. So, and similarly, 18 minus 14 is 4. And 45 can be written as 9 times 5 minus 6 root 5. So k square is equal to 4 plus 2 root 9 times root 5 minus 6 root 5. So k square is equals to 4 plus 2 square root 9 is 3 square root 5 minus square root 6 square root 5. So k square is equal to 4 plus 6 root 5 minus 6 root 5. So luckily it is cancel out. So k square is equals to 4 and k is equals to plus minus square root 4. So k is equals to plus minus 2. But if you look at k length था. K was your length. So length can never be negative. Length can never be negative. So you will write k is equals to 2. In bracket you will say only just because of the length AB. Because k represents the length AB. It was a wonderful question. It was a wonderful question. It was actually application of surds in different topics. And this topic is geometry, triangles. You have given some scenario, राइट ट्राइंगल का उसने आपसे कहा कि के निकालें एंड हमने सर्च यूज़ किया विदाउट कैलकुलेटर एंड के इज़ 2. देयर इज़ वन मोर क्वेश्चन. This is just application of surds. I can provide you further questions like these. So a large rectangular piece of card is square root 5 plus square root 20 centimeter long and square root 8 centimeter wide. A small rectangle square root 2 centimeter long and square root 5 centimeter wide is cut out of the piece of card. Express the area of the card that is left as a percentage of the area of the large rectangle. That is left. What was the area left? This is your left area. आप क्या करेंगे? आप बड़े रेक्टेंगल के एरिया में से स्मॉल रेक्टेंगल का एरिया माइनस करेंगे, so that will be the this portion. Okay, let's try to find this. Express the area of the card that is left as a percentage of the area of the large rectangle. So let's try to find first of all large rectangle. Area, that is length into width. So square root 5 plus square root 20 into length time width. Okay. Let's multiply square root 8 inside from the right side. तो क्या होगा? Square root 5 times square root 8 plus square root 20 times square root 8. Okay. We can say it is we can, I think, leave it in this form. Yes, just leave it in this form and try to figure out what is the area of this small rectangle. Small rectangle area. Length into width means square root 5 times square root 2. Yes, it is square root 10. यहाँ से मुझे हिंट मिल गया कि मैंने स्क्वायर रूट 10 के अंदर अपनी कैलकुलेशंस करनी है. So let's try to solve this again. So it is square root 5. So square root 8 can be written as 4 times 2 plus square root 20 can be written as square root 5 times square root 4, and 8 can be written as 4 times 2. So square root 5 times, I hope you understand this. Okay, square root 5 times 2 times square root 2 plus 2 square root 5 times 2 square root 2. So this will be 2 square root 5 square root 2 plus 4 square root 5 square root 2. Yes, so 2 square root 10 plus 4 square root 10. So yes, this is your area of large rectangle only in terms of square root 10. ठीक है, तो आप जब दूसरा पार्ट करते हो ना स्मॉल रेक्टेंगल का एरिया, तो वहां से आपको आइडिया हो गया था कि किस स्क्वायर रूट के अंदर आपने लेके जाना है सारा क्वेश्चन. सो यस, the area of large rectangle is 6 square root 10. The area of small rectangle is just square root 10. Left area, area that left, area that left. Large rectangle minus small rectangle. So what was the large rectangle? 6 root 10 minus small rectangle just root 10. So 6 root 10 minus root 10 is just 5 root 10. Same surds add subtract हो सकते हैं. So what was the question? Just go back to the question. Express area of the area of the card that is left as a percentage of the area of the large rectangle. So left divided by large multiplied with 100. So percentage is left area divided by large area times 100. So what was the left area? 5 root 10. What was the large area? I remember 6 root 10. So times 100. It can be cancelled out. So 5 over 6 times 100. So what is 5 over 6? 5 over 6 can be, it is 0.8. कोई mistake तो नहीं कर दिया हमने? Yes. So 5 over 6 times 100 can be written as 5 divided by 6 times 100. So it is 83 percentage. That's it. 6 o'clock. That's it. So this is end of our Surds. There are a lot of questions in which applications of Surds you must know. So in the next class, we will be starting the next topic. So we are done with all the basics of Surds along with the past paper questions. Okay, students.